Hello, Leo. You've reached Tarot University channel. Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm going to be working on two different romance spreads this evening. One is going to be for single Leos looking for love. So they don't have anybody, but they're looking to see if there's some romance in the near future. And then the second love spread is going to be for couples, okay? And these are for January 1st through January 15th, 2019. Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to start out with the singles. So I want to know what's going on with my Leo singles. What's going on with you Leo singles out there? Is there love in the future is the first question, right? That's what I've got here in this spread. It's a 7-card spread. Okay, Leo singles. Leo singles. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, Leo. I'll set the rest of this deck over here. And let's see. So is there hope of finding romance in the near future for single Leos? And let's see what we have here. For the first card, I do have 6 of Cups in the reverse. And this is showing me that, you know, I'm getting kind of like a no with this card. If you're wanting a yes or no on that, is there hope of finding romance in the near future? I have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So let's just go on a little bit. That's kind of a no to me, but and this is, remember, I want you to know that this is for just 2 weeks of January, the first 2 weeks. So the second one is, will the new lover be similar to the past lover? So if there is hope and there is someone that you run into and you do start a romance, the next question is, will the new lover be similar to a past lover? And I have the Hangman in reverse. So I'm getting no, that they won't be the same. If you ran into someone and started a new love affair, it's not going to be the same. I do see you moving forward, though, with it. Now, the third card is saying, will the relationship feel safe and secure? I do have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So is it going to feel safe and secure? It seems to me like it lacked communication between the two of you. There may be some kind of communication difficulty. It could mean that maybe you're from 2 different cultures and the way of communicating is different and therefore maybe taken differently. You know, maybe they don't understand when you're joking, or you don't understand when they're joking. Something, there's like a little bit of an offness to the communication. Okay. Now, the fourth card is, where will there be commitment in this relationship? I do have the Lovers card in the reverse. So I'm getting, you know, that to this one I'm saying no, there probably won't be commitment in the relationship at this time for this first 2 weeks of January with the Lovers in the reverse. And then the fifth one is marriage a possibility in the relationship? And you've got the Last Judgment here. So what I'm getting, and what I have gotten earlier today, I've done quite a bit of Leo readings today. What I've gotten with the earlier readings for singles is, you know, waiting for someone to meet someone that's mature. I'm getting that there's quite a few Leo singles out there that are wanting commitment, not just a lover, but they're wanting commitment in marriage. And the Spirit has been telling me that what's going on with some of you is, you know, number one, to not just jump into anything that comes along and, ignore all the red flags and then just want commitment and marriage. You need to, take your time and know what you want so that you can have the best choice. Also, this might be the last judgment is, maybe a finishing of something that is like a completion of a cycle. So we just finished out 2018. So maybe this next go round will be if you do meet someone and you learn something from them with this lack of communication, and we haven't finished the rest of the reading yet, that maybe you've ended a cycle and so you're going to start something new. Okay, a new way of looking at things, a new way of approaching relationships is what I'm getting. The 6th card is saying, will the relationship be lasting and fruitful? Now I do have the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords seems like to me it's the Libra card in the reverse. It's having to make a decision when it's in the upright. When it's in the reverse, it's kind of like being off balance. It's when it's in the upright, it says Lord of Peace restored. So it's in the reverse. So will it be fruitful? It's like it would be maybe bumpy. A bumpy ride is what I just got from Spirit. Ups and downs, swings, mood swings, or communication swings of miscommunication, lost. Like, this is also the card of communication with the swords there. Okay, then the last card is what can be done for single Leos to find true and lasting love. And I've got the King of Swords. So it looks to me like what Spirit's telling me is, number one, in the other readings that I did for single Leos, was Spirit was really pressing upon me was that, not to rush into anything. Don't be impatient and just want to hurry up and get in some kind of commitment. We are given the energies to want to find someone to marry and settle down with or get a commitment with. The energies are there for a reason. It's to push you to go do that, to find someone, right? But you need to, what Spirit's saying is make sure that there's clear communication with the King of Swords here. You want to be very crystal clear about your desires and what you want. And in order to do that, to be able to communicate this, if you don't know what you want or, what your limitations are as far as what you'll put up with or tolerate or the way you want things to go, if you don't know those things, you can't be clear at communicating like a king. So get real clear with yourself on what you want, single Leos. And once you do, then, it's going to push everything forward. Okay, and then you'll be ready to go out because you are getting the energies to want to go out and find commitment. Now, this is just for the first 2 weeks of January. So, this is just a reading for that era. And then after that, things will, shift and you'll get a new reading. So I don't want you to think this is like a sentence for a long term. Anyway, that's your reading there for the single Leos. It looks like, taking your time. It looks like love is not really at the forefront here for the commitment. You can make a friendship with this person. All right, this is the lighter reading that I got for the other Leo single readings I got were a little heavier than this one. This one's not quite as heavy, which is good. Time has passed since I did those, so things are shifting already a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to move on. So thank you, single Leos. That was your reading for the first 2 weeks of January. Take your time, get to know what you want. Yes, there's possibilities to meet someone coming up in your future, I guarantee you. Okay, moving on to couples. Leo in a relationship, Leos that are in couples, Leos that are a part of a couple. Oh, that sounds better. What's going on for my Leo couples? Let's see what's going on with Leo couples. Leo couples. What's you. This one's going to be a little different, this spread. It's going to have two different sides to it. One's going to be the Leo side. The other one's going to be your person that you are in a relationship with, or a couple too. Woohoo! We're going to start out one flying card here for the Leo. And that sets the pace for the rest of them. So here we go. This is their side over here. I don't know if you can see the cards good, but I need a new camera holder now. I got the volume. Well, I don't know if some of you that are new to subscribing to my station, I was having a lot of audio issues, and that has all cleared up. And now I need to buy a new holder, which that's no big deal really for the camera. And the final card between the two of you. Ooh, that's a pretty good card. Okay, so let's see here. We're starting out with what does Leo provide to the relationship? And I've got the Queen of Wands. So you provide a lot of passion to this relationship. Probably structure, I'm getting. You provide structure, passion, a nice home, something for them to come home to. You're good at that. You're good at socializing. What I'm getting from Spirit is that you provide a voice for the relationship. Now that's going to hit for some of you Leo in couples. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's telling me like you're the communicator for the two of you. You're the voice for the relationship. You're the stronger. This is going to hit for some of you. You're the leader, like the stronger one in the relationship. You bring in the voice for the relationship, they keep saying, okay? The person that communicates what is needed or wanted, or if there's a problem, you're the one that is the one to relate that and take care of that issue, is what I'm getting. Okay, now what are they providing to the relationship? And I've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Let's see what this says here. So theirs is the Lord of Forces of Life, and it's in the reverse. So they may bring in more of a taking in of your community. You know, they take in the information you give them, and they balance things out internally, and they also cooperate. More so, they're more the type of person that lets you lead. Is what I'm getting. They bring in the balance. They balance the relationship out. You're more the force, and they're more the cooperator. Is what I'm getting. So they bring in cooperation, and it's the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And that's what I got from that card for intuitive reading off that card. Okay, so you're more like the cooperator, and so it brings peace between the two of you. Because you can't have two cooks in the kitchen. You have to have, well, you could have two cooks in the kitchen, but one's usually the leader and one's usually the follower, that type of thing. So they're more like the follower in the relationship. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Where you stand in the present with this relationship for Leo. And I've got the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is, you know, it's showing me that you have options. You feel like you, you know, where you're standing in the present is you feel like you have opportunities. And that's really awesome, Leo. I mean, to be in a relationship and feel like you have opportunities and options that you can choose from, and you don't feel stymied in the relationship. You're not feeling held back. You're not feeling like you couldn't go after something you wanted, a dream of some sort or whatever that is. So this is showing me that, you know, this is illusionary success, which is, I call the law of attraction, because if we don't image it in our minds and dream about it. We don't bring things to us, right? So, you're able to dream of anything you want to dream of, and, they'd be behind you. Okay? So that's where you're standing. Now, where are they standing in the relationship? They have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So they're feeling, they're not going anywhere. They're not out to try to start any new love, that's for sure. And this is the Lord of the root of the powers of water. So they are in the reverse on that. So they're standing in your power. They're standing in your, they kind of go with what your emotions want. I'm getting like maybe not a codependency, but possibly with this person, that they might be allowing a Leo to pretty much, have their way. And if Leo is thinking something's not a good idea, then they go along with that too. That's what I'm getting from this card. Okay. All right. Okay, moving on. Now, where do you hope to stand in the future in this relationship? And you have the Sun in the reverse. In the future for this relationship, you're seeing maybe, the Sun is a good card whether it's in the upright or in the reverse. So, you're hoping to be standing in the sun, being in the sun in the future in this relationship. But maybe I think you want more of a little bit of equality, and maybe have this person be more more expressive or more determined to get some of the things that they want. What I'm trying to say is, okay, let me put an example. Like, say you're always the one that is steering the wheel of the ship. Everyone's having fun and everyone's enjoying it, and you're always the one that's like the leader of getting vacations together or parties together. You're the leader of that. I think you're maybe hoping for where you'd like to see the relationship go is maybe a little bit more them take more of a part in leadership is what I'm getting. Okay? More of a balance in that. That's what I'm seeing. Now for them, what they're hoping for is the Nine of Cups and the reverse. So, and it's the Lord of material happiness. It's in the reverse, Nine of Cups. So this is like success, dreams, coming true. Maybe they're hoping that you'll tone down a little bit. Maybe some of your, for the relationship, maybe some of the expectations that's going to come out of this relationship. Like you might have an idea of maybe what you want to do is go to Europe or, travel around the world. And, they would love to do that and follow you with that, but maybe they're hoping for the future that maybe you'll tone it down a little bit to maybe just 4 countries instead of all the countries, something like that, where you would tone it down a bit and not have so much of an expectation for having it all the dreams come true, okay? Because I am seeing that it is the Lord of material happiness. When it's in the upright, it's like having all your dreams come true. And so they just maybe want to see a little bit less of too much expectation. Because don't forget, you do have the Seven of Cups of, illusionary success, thinking big, which is good because we think big and then we get what we get out of it, right? Think big. Why think small? You'll get small. If you think really, super big, then you'll get maybe something big. So maybe they're hoping that you'll curtail a little bit of your desires without getting mad or getting upset or being sad or whatever, if you toned it down a bit. Okay? All right, so let's move on to the next. Let's see here. We're moving up to how the other person is, how are you viewing the other person? Okay, so let's see how you're viewing them. You're viewing them, are they kind of emotional, Leo? Are they, I'm getting the moon card here. I don't know if you're dating a water sign. It's like they go up and down a little bit with their moods, maybe. Are they moody a little bit? They may be intuitive. They could be, I'm getting the Pisces sign here. Pisces are pretty cooperative. You know, like I could see a Pisces letting Leo, you know, be the leader, and the Pisces would follow. So maybe you are seeing them kind of emotional, like maybe too emotional at times. Maybe you're seeing them, you know, the moon could also be, they might be a little ups and downs with depression a little bit. You're seeing them maybe moody, a little bit moody. Let me stick with that because that feels right to me. Okay. Now that goes over here. Okay. Now how do they see Leo? Let's see how they see Leo. Okay, they see you as the Three of Swords. So, so this is how they're viewing you, the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords is someone that either has been through some emotional hurt in the past. They could see you as somebody that has been hurt from past relationships or from childhood. And, you know, there's always the negative side that they see you as someone that hurts them. I have to say both ways. Getting more so that they see you, that maybe you were hurt at one time by a past relationship is what I'm getting. And, you know, and they want to make you feel good, and they want to follow what you want because they like to see you happy. Okay? All right, we're moving on down now here. And the next one is how you perceive them. How did you perceive them in the past? Okay. And you have the Princess of Swords. So you saw them as someone that didn't communicate much. They could have been quiet, maybe shy, reserved. Someone that was afraid to speak their truth. Okay, it's like maybe they kept a lot to themselves and didn't open up as much as Leos like to open up, you know. Now, how did they perceive you in the past, Leo? They saw you as the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So you didn't, they didn't see you as someone that was just rushing in and, you know, putting all, like some people, I don't know, not very many that I've ran across, you know, where you take an elevator ride with them and you know their whole life story by the time you get to the next floor, which is fine. I'm not judging anyone. I think people are beautiful in whatever way they are, you know, I just really admire it. But they saw you as someone that could control their emotions, since they're more emotional with that Pisces card. They saw you in the past as someone that could control their emotions. Okay, that's how they saw you. All right, so we're moving on to the next, this layout. And what do we have here? Your present doubts and fears for this relationship. And you have the Princess of Wands in the reverse. So what is your present doubts and fears? Are you doubting and fear, Leo, that you're not going to be, that they're not going to find you as attractive, or they're not going to be as passionate about you as they once were? Because that's what I'm seeing here. You know, when she's in the upright, the Princess of Wands is very charismatic, very passionate. This is a Leo, like the Leo card, the fire sign, you know. And it's in the reverse. So maybe you're fearing that they might drop some of their passion for you, and I have to read it both ways, that you might drop, some of you might be afraid that you might lose some passion, that you're losing passion for them. Okay? Now, what are they fearing? Their present doubts and fears is the Hangman. Okay, so maybe they feel like they're afraid of, they're fearing a pause. They're fearing that things aren't moving forward enough. And what I'm getting is they're fearing that things aren't moving forward enough to please you, to please Leo. And I'm also getting that they're fearing that they're not having time out to reflect and take a break. So I don't know if this person is, feeling, not seeing a lot of wands though there. So I'm going to say that they're probably, maybe they're afraid that they're not moving enough and doing enough for Leo, is what I'm getting. Because if it was the other way around, there'd be a lot more wands there, and I'm not seeing that. So I'm going to say that they're worried about Leo not being, that things aren't moving, that they're not moving fast enough, that they're moving too slow to please Leo. That's what I'm getting. Okay, my dog sounds like he's going to tear the door down, but I don't think he'll do that tonight. They're very spoiled, my dogs. So, which everyone's dogs are, right? Okay, so we're moving on, and then the last card before I read the center between the two of you is external influences motivating you in this relationship. And for Leo, it's the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is what motivates you, is the Lord of Abundance between the two of you. Your emotional abundance between you and this other person. It motivates you. So you like it when they share their emotions with you, when you go out and celebrate together, the two of you together out social, celebrating birthdays, parties, going out with friends from work, being invited to different places and enjoying that together. It motivates you, okay? Now, what motivates them, external influences, they have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So there was some wands here, but and it is underneath that one. So it could be that, they need a break too. But they still feel that they are not pleasing Leo enough, and then maybe they feel like they need to be on pause for a while to rejuvenate. So the external influences motivating them is the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I'm feeling like they might feel a little jaded, and maybe they are catching a break with this Hangman, and so it's motivating them that they're getting that break. Those are the external influences motivating them, that they can take a break from, the stress. This, it's a good word for it. Struggles. Struggles is the word I was looking for. So struggles motivate them when there's problems to be solved. It motivates them. When something comes up that needs to be fixed, it motivates them. When Leo brings up an issue that something needs to be done that Leo can't handle, it motivates them. Okay, so they're motivated by that. And between the two of you, my sweet Leos, coupled Leos, I have King of Cups. So, this person could be, there could be some moodiness between the two of you. There could be some drinking. This person could drink, or Leo could. There could be some, an addiction of drinking. I'm reading the negatives first. And then also, of course, King of Cups is the sweetheart that between the two of you, there's great love. That's a huge cup. There's a lot of love between the two of you, despite all the negatives. And we all have negatives and positives in our relationships. And you got the King of Cups between the two of you. So there's going to be a little bit of, this person could be stubborn at times. And this person could maybe bury some of their emotions with a good stiff drink. It's not going to hit for everybody, I know that. And when they do, I see them staring down that snake. There's a snake there they're staring down. This king is. His cup is empty, it looks like he may have finished drinking that off and he's feeling a little braver, and he's staring down that, and I guess it could be Leo drinking too. So whoever it is, you know, there could be a little bit of, you know, some stubbornness and a little bit of drinking. But the positive of it is that the two of you are extremely in love with each other. And you may not always act like it, like not everybody does every day, right? But there is that deep love between the two of you, okay? And I've got Libra up here at the top for balance. Just a wonderful card, okay? This is the Prince of, or excuse me, the King of Cups. It says the Prince of the Chariot of Waters. So moving forward in your love. Okay, so great. That's between the two of you. Leo, you had a fantastic reading. Looks like Leo's in control of this relationship. It looks like you have someone that's willing to, what makes it work is that you have one that allows the other to lead. And when that person is, you know, not wanting to be led all the time, they have the ability to let you know that at times. So it balances the whole thing out. What I'm getting is there's a lot of love between the two of you and you seem to be working it out. All right, congratulations, Leo, and Happy New Year to you. Great reading. Okay, I'll see you soon, Leos. Take care. Bye-bye.